Alright buddy, I know it's taking forever for me to get these to you, which I apologize for, but here you go is the video of the Jeep put back together with the seat covers that you can see there. They're pretty spiffy. And the Line-X. They got the covers, these plastic covers went back in, which covered all of the cabling. I mean, except for like under the chair you can see it. But it covered all the cabling along the door grouts on both sides. And then in the back too. But these seat covers are really nice. They're Wetacole. They're made out of like dry suit material, wetsuit material. I actually got a lumbar support on this one, which you adjust with a little ball. It's just a little like air bladder that goes under the seat, and it's pretty nice. Here's the back. Did a pretty good job of covering up all the wirings with this conduit. Sticks out a little bit just 'cause it's not recessed back, but I mean I got it sitting back on all the pegs that it came with in the factory, and all these went back in. Had to cut the Line-X around the hole a little bit to get these to fit back in normal. But I mean you can see I didn't put any floor mats down, and it looks really good. The back seats aren't completely bolted in yet because there's a Fiji bottle. Because the back ones, I'll show you. These posts here, you can see this one's all loose. It's spinning around. These posts here were the ones, two on this side and two on the other side, that he forgot to tape up, and he just Line-X'd over. So they got a lot of it off there. When I pointed it out to them, they took like a torch to it and they were cutting it and taking a wrench to it. They didn't get all of it, so these nuts aren't sitting on completely. But he said what I could probably do is just take a torch to these nuts and it'll heat the Line-X up and I could tighten them down. So this one's in pretty good. This one's completely loose, but it's holding the seat belt. And then you can see the Line-X in the back here. Looks pretty nice. These are just like heat sinks, I think, because like underneath is where like the drive shaft is, so they get pretty warm. But I mean, it's not. You can't. It insulates the sound pretty well. They got one up there too. And you can see this little flap here. I'll go around to the back. No, you can see the conduit up the side, kind of. All done up, but cover the wiring pretty well. These seat belt covers went back in. I'll get in the back. He did this whole thing, which was nice. So, yeah, these plastic bits went back in, which cover, they're just like, I don't know, finishing. They cover this right here, which is where the seatbelt anchor is, the actual mechanism. And there's a little plastic kickboard. Over here is the bass box, the subwoofer. And then there's a power outlet. But yeah, I mean, it turned out really nice, the Line-X. Really nice. And then this flap here, and then move that. This flap came with the Jeep. This thing, it's a cover. You flip this deal, and it's a little like storage compartment. This little plastic tray comes out, and then the jack is underneath it. But it's got all the holes for all the screws for the hood. I mean, for the hardtop and for the doors. So I didn't want to take it out. But this looks kind of silly with this cloth, or with this fabric here on top of the Line-X. So what I think I'm going to do is try to like take this inside and just remove all the fabric or the carpet or whatever, and then take it back to the dude of the Line-X. See if you can just get this sprayed so it kind of matches the rest of it. Because I really like this whole cover here. There are other ones that you can get that like lock, but you have to take this tub out in order to do that, which I didn't want to do. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I'll put back together for the most part. Pretty snazzy.